yamo ajo yamo akwa ba dia Badom TV so bra so se de big agenda bro nene asem dada na ye se nyane no ni nyina ne se yesu tade kese no ewo Burkina Faso memu a enu no mo twe o nyina mahoden Bagre Dam no bra so se wo no bie na nim so mo tue nsuo ne saa no a na twi afọ ma tifido mantamu ase nkrofofo mo adan to da bi kura ni party me famu hwere ne nkwa yatena saa de ho amfinhia bebre ni afi bia pete ye de ano ebesi yedan na yadapa adedi na meka se ne de ya Bagre Dam no won mu atwie mu twie sa na acha dako nanu nansa na atwie afa tifido mantam kuro ahodo ne bi so a ene ye ne a de ba na no odene ye behwe NADMO National Disaster Management Organization na turinchi mo boafo ku no mo ahobo a wo mo aye na fe yensentwere ne wo ye tifido mantam so no ene di nkomo ne amanfo didi sa anya bia wada wo ho so anase ho asem te sei ye fam na nanse ya mpofo je mi ntwe ho mra sa bere atema kunkum da so nam hadie na ye ba ye de nkomo na aka no ato aso. Alright, yamo akwa babie mo di aba big agenda so na se de ye ka no Bagre Dam no no Burkina Faso insu a afeso a wono mo sanse wa ye ni sutade na wotwe mu nsuo di ade nti womma wono mo dam no emungum obie so a sanse sa wo hwe map a Burkina Faso ewo omen yetifi intinu etwi de fe etifido mantab no so ne yetifido apoye kakra na ba tifido mantab na kasamu a ebe sen krofomfuo na wo madan no ne ho keka ho eba se ya nekuafo mobro na ehuna mane wo mobro be sa chen tawisie ye bi san finhia bebre ni over and over successive government sa bia san suo ya wo mu twie ma ne basa no etifido mantamu asase pese wo mu hia nsuo mpo no mo de ayekua ye ntimi mfa kwa bi so harvest sensuo no entwe sensuo ne ntaa baabi se de bi atwa abanda da so ye one village one dam na kensuo na basa no na ne kana akra so ho ye kana ayese tutu so yamna de da asase mfinfin no kwa bruchira na nsuo na mu a na kuafo ne twibi na nka omo de eye omo mfu ntibiri bia saa so yamna na ye tutu na de da asase ne mfinfin no na mfinfin na kuafo no so ho na nka omo ye adwuma yentimi mfasa bio saa adwene we enya adwuma etwi nsuo bie nsuo na ba betwi afa nkrofo mfu a madɔ abre bu ana sokra so wote nkrofo adan etimi kum nipa nyina na yene akuafo de bia di nkomo kakra yentie akuafo nanimu asem nya hobo a wono mo kira wo mo aye.
Oh, I can say just 2 days. Yes, the other day we passed here and crossed this our farmland without even any water here. But as yesterday when we came, it started coming to a knee level, ankle level. But today we are almost at a waist level, crossing to the farmlands. So we believe that the water is already in. After the rainwater alone, normally it doesn't come long. When it comes small, then it goes down again. But this one is just
open the water later today. So this could just become rain.
Okay, but though the rainwater were actually coming, but I think that because their water is also on the way, it's also compounding the issues, and the water level is rising to the farmlands. But
and in fact, every year round, the Bagre Dam gives us a lot of problems. Because if the government could come to our aid to build as the multi-purpose dam, as they were saying, I think it will help a lot. Because from here all, even to the northern region, is the Bagre Dam will flood everything. And in fact, to farm around the river because it's so fertile. Without fertilizer, you still harvest. Even if you farm, you may farm, but you can't get money to buy fertilizer and apply. So it's difficult for farmers to be able to farm uplands because the uplands will not give them anything. But as they have shown like this, one is okay, they can harvest that one, but the rest that is not mature means the water will come and take them off. And the water coming is not only the food stuff that it comes to take away from. It takes our animals, it takes human lives and all that along. So
eti akuafo ni bi na sha sie sungu omo yem se bro num ni ade de anyinyi kakra de omo pempan so omo kototo awe o so omo be ne den o enso de enya nyine yen de yeso omo jane saa man so ne ba be fa no ne be fa ni wie de bi be ka kira omo bubu bi an ka kire so na se omo bregu na afibia say ya na esie enti ho asem ka no aya ne nipa nkwa no ho asem kra ahia na National Disaster Management Organization eye NADMO atorenche mu aboafo ku no wonom na base a wode nkyerɛkyerɛ no ne nneoma gu akwa mu sɛ be ya enkofa ehaw emfa emma na yenkwa homa so na yene Director of Inspectorate wo NADMO Yira Amoyate yene ne nkomo ajamo anwure ye mo adwum akwa baba Adom TV so na wapom ti say yede nyame ase wo nkran na wakodu atifi do mantamu
no one cry.
All right. Say Bagre Dam ni ate se ne won mabie nti eye dan ya nsuo no etweba enuru wo kina ne ade de na se ba bia wo se fa no tefa ene yenim so over the years ba sa nsunsu anso e de ba how prepared ahomboa ben na yaye se oman titiriu ma ye manfo a wo bia ye nsuo no betima twa fa no
Amazing time enter for no I shop for Samuel Sanso enter the Director General and then not go for one year to my day. Send a bear, Sadam, ya Modi, Uncle Paho, ya Abdul, on my. A year soon up there. It's no cool of Burkina Faso. Omuna, and then to say for Modi, now, and no big town. And the after that, Bosune, it's in a party and what a year communities are Omobia, and Sunufa, and Omodi in the home, and Yamonte, Tenabaya, Omo, Omoko, a free in Sinamo, Kakobia, Omina, Omo, Omo, a Krafoa, Omondo by Cape Gavon, the church, a short center, and Omobia and the Bayanetum. Tenabaya, the do something now in the Bayano, I am a Omoja. It's a no now there's a dry there was a water resource commission. Or when I share into the water in also, now especially water business or shuttle. If you know one thing to tell, there will be an own mindset, sending soon a bit in the upper. There's a film no can say, I'm a player about 10:30. No one will be domino. Then sooner will be a little above 47 cubic meters. I just I mean nothing. Then for a year do say the person of a bushwa or to book it. But send a bear to a phone or to a monty. Then no more digital. I might almost have to be able to get it. Send a bear, then go do the person or to be able to play. Not a fat man. It's your name or the viewer for a digital. I want to say, I know that in Sudan, and Yakra, and do Ghana. It is there's no cost for now. But not more I am one, you need stakeholders, police, soldier, for the ambulance, national ambulance service, and I got myself 5,000 aircraft. So, the Sudan, but the Nigeria, one more say a Jew or more, the other Vienna 24 on the top of the
enti na se metewase a aka afibia no se omo levels no be da high na omo bia na dia tore ncham aba no this time around mo negotiate mo di nkita ho ma enkoduru sa level no but omo bie ne kakrakra enti ye nhunu sa impact na ye hu ne previous years no
se after omo bie ne ye expect say e be nya sign pato na so ambebezo omo no eye slemu ho so and taught in the so you're not taught in the no I am no beer, never impact in it bit. But the time look at the so in and taught it. Oh, the almost you monitor there, but you are so much. Send almost getting a bed, Uncle for Hobby, but I have some book or Hobby here. That's all.
I don't know, Kameba, so he says, he say, no. Bia nkitaudi akonti no pressure nsuo ne de beba no enkonko basa but evacuation processes ana say arrangement no no so say na ehun hye na kwakosi
ya yen say ina pe e produce application the creative saving and then there issue in the ko aw mo no say do ko the creative saving there were evacuation room that is the dear for your funk for after the dear friend say then I don't know so and she said I don't know so not when it's cool ya for a young boy so it was so bizarre.
I am not more compensation and I'm what be one share the mercury for. Said the can ne video se buy a no dinko even more bro and you so since when Baba said the almost shall see a bubuno and monosa arches if you almost shan who to say how ye the yin baby more compensation be a for a cost out here be more amphibiano.
Yeah, no compensation, but a Ministry of Agri, I say so amphibia a petit the Kuapunda by almost say with the boy the crop.
Na minim se moye eye cost analysis ewo sa situation ya afibia se de mo ankasa kra no education amoye preparations amoye mne ho ekekom kuafo no omo ne oma esei ekekom adan ne ade evacuation amoye ni nyina no mo keka bo afibia boka be sei
oh keta se a woni me kete ya dia so exam na so akam bi se boka Dama and our couple in your son commission the cost, but I feel there's a cost analysis over here to the situation.
The intimate Bissau sign said, Sibia Yehu Ekana Yebonoa, Nanki adjust pose no to the fact said, Yabepa Befaswa in Suno, and Conco Basse Ebeba, Yesika, aye sensitization, education, evacuation, and Honka Nemum. Says he can yet be a quine be in soon be fast to say canal one sasseno emu America for the Yakuas any movie. A tiffin month one young super the Yakuano. And so a bassaya, now Baba send your money as our boy Chirika, it is Akano. Your bob yet you find you being found son so maybe you crown not any number be a boy.
As some plan of Akano, but over a Juma Kubiana, in 2 or the Juma. No credit.
No credit. Minim say mo mandate no disaster prevention eka ho niam disaster ba ho advice so mutimi de ma appropriate authorities no. Has there ever been a time across my mind and answer more proposal bibi to say they making?
I don't make a yani ejuma we yen yen kwa nyende ejuma ku a se no wudi na afa dia akosu ye no mo digita mo dia chobia wo no juma e wo so ye ejuma ku bia e ye juma sanya excepta sorry not mo ye ya pili ya bo afọ ye military fire service police ambulance o na so crowd so makemo ama ya pili dia e ye ejuma dia aka for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture.
Okay, Bacho, Yeramo, Ubejina so meet Bako Pibia Mamena, Yemi and Centrania or no, Usia Nemu, Ewon Potem Horn, no why Kakra, said the situation is it, the Bia Bibu Hornwa, Yabisawa Chatua and San Wako. Albert, sorry, Ewa Hamanasona. Albert, no need tree the moon shed and Yapa Pentino. The baby said be a the brofono, and the Biano, be a tree back, be a babefem, but Yabemaniji. Albert, good evening.
Good evening.
Now, I want to say,
I'm fine, I'm well.
All right. Minim say why around kakra why engage farmers no so far ye ne nadmo director of inspectorate na din komo ya o kire ahoboa and as preparations a mo aye wo una wo grounds or rounds na why mu no what are your findings then na akoso a bia nei say nsuo na bia free Bagre no e ba e bia impact no e be minimized and as help no your farmers ni bebre.
Right. So this morning I was in Kwalugu around the White Volta Basin where farmers usually have their farms very close to the lake. They started harvesting some of their produce during the weekend because the announcement was made that instead of Wednesday, the Bagre Dam Spillage was going to begin today. And so NADMO, together with the assemblyman and other leaders in the community, started talking to the people, those who have their farmlands very close to the lake, to start seeing how they could harvest the little that they have before any disaster comes. Now, this morning, when I got there, I met some farmers who had already started having water coming into their farms. So if you see where the White Volta Lake is, there's this bridge where you cross when you are coming into Bolgatanga from the northeast region. The farmlands there, the lake had become so full, you couldn't even see the shoulders of the lake anymore. So the water has started going into farms that are about 50, 100 meters close to the lake. And so the farmers who own these farms have started harvesting their maize. Some of the maize are not even ripe, but it's the little they can do before their crops get submerged. So we met them there. They were, harvesting granules as well. Most of it not really ripe, but they are harvesting it anyway in order to at least not completely lose out if eventually their farmlands get submerged. And looking at how fast the water level was rising, if it continues like this, it's going to be a matter of 24 to 28 hours before we have some of the farms completely submerged in floods.
Okay, so the men on grounds, especially NADMO and the other coordinating agencies, how are they helping the situation as we speak?
Usually in circumstances like this, the good thing over the years has been that the people who used to live, who had settlements and homes very close to the water basin, over the years have moved out. So now you don't have people settling very close to where water can, flood their homes. It's only the farms that you have. Okay. And from what we are learning from NADMO, they are educating the farmers to make sure that if they have any produce they can harvest now before the floods get here, that would be good for them. But they are also talking to them to desist from going back into the water if their farms are completely submerged, because in the past we had situations where people had their farms covered in water and they tried to use canoes to go into the farms and harvest some of their produce. And in the process, some of them fell in the water and were carried away, and some of them also got drowned. So what NADMO is doing at the moment mostly is education to get the farmers to desist from taking any risks in terms of when they are trying to harvest their produce. The disaster has not, really come yet. And so it looks a bit too early for issues of relief or other kind of help that the people will need to be talked about right now. We just have to wait for the next few days to see if the floods are serious. Normally what happens also is that when we have serious rains here and the flood, the spillage from Bagre comes and adds up to our rains here, then you have very serious situations. Fortunately, over the last 1 week, we haven't had too many rains. The rains that have come are very normal. And so at the moment, we don't have any flooding. But we have to wait to see the extent of the spillage from Bagre to see if the floods will be very serious this year.
So, Albert, I know you've been speaking to some of the residents in the affected areas. What are they saying?
Yeah, so one of the things that came up in my discussions with the farmers who were harvesting their crops was that one, government has to see how they can liaise with the Burkinabe authorities so that they don't wait for the dam to get to its maximum capacity and they spill all the water at once. Normally they talk about controlled spillage. So in some years, what the Burkinabe authorities did was that they would start spilling the water in bits when it's getting closer to its maximum capacity. And so the farmers want the government to continue with this dialogue to ensure that the Burkinabe authorities don't wait till the dam is completely full and in danger of breaking before they open the spillways and flood our farms. If they do control spillage and spill the water in bits when it's getting closer to its maximum capacity, then the farmers will be able to salvage their produce. The other thing which came up is the issue of the Kwalugu multipurpose dam, which was initiated in the previous government, but was not, it didn't, the construction didn't go on. So there is no dam at the moment. They feel that if this government can revisit that project, it could be a permanent solution to this problem, which has been with us for many, many years.
Okay. Thank you very much, Albert. If anything, we'll come back to you. Bema, Albert, sorry, and I'll see anything come on. Yera Moyate, oh. Hello? Yera Moyate, Nipa 8 free these affected areas, no? Or message via Obit Media Mom.
Who can tell me off?
Oh, sorry. Unfortunate.
You know, the list of the affected areas. And the areas, so I want to give you a message, the airport.
Okay.
That's why I was on the first row. No, you spend a very insurance, a bunch of years, and go far or how they're paying the other.
Okay. Wow. Ahomanati, Yefan Komoninsi, Yera Amoyate, Director of Inspectorate, Emma Nadmo. Enti said ye can so I feel won't be in Kakra. Yamon Pie say a Beba Kakra say ya Emma Boom, Neme say Yanum, or the Majapa dear won't fool, Nam Fakra and Kanya Mempeng, a feed the Atiana, a dorsal brosua, Empesi Betia Semboni Bibium. Your friend and I say ample for ye, a big agenda, Yamiad Mochana, a Bessa Shibium.